Nur Najihah binti Zulkifli and my student ID is 22002329.
Hi, my name is Nurul Amira binti Nur Fitri and my student ID is 22001637.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Amjad bin Zamzuri and my student ID is 22001506.
Hi, my name is Khairul Hazim, student ID 22001873.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Hamdullah bin Yusuf and my student ID is 22001356.
This event started on 7 March 2019, where a total of initially 30 students were admitted to the hospital with the symptom of vomiting and fainting after breathing in strong smell from Sungai Kim Kim. It resulted to closure of SMK Pasir Puteh, which is nearby. The number of hospitalized increasing in the day after. Within 7 days, number of victims whooping to 1,000 people and resulting in closure of 111 schools.
Kim Kim River pollution incident happened due to illegal discharge of 2.43 tons of chemical substances from an oil tanker into the Kim Kim River in Pasir Gudang, Johor. The direct and immediate cause of the illegal dumping released toxic fumes, affecting 6,000 people and hospitalizing 2,775, where 8 people were treated in ICU. All this due to difficulty in breathing, heavy fever, vomiting, and even fainted. Some of the underlying causes of the event are failure in regulatory compliances, weaknesses in waste management system, which is lack of proper handling of hazardous substances, and also lack of adequate regulatory oversight and enforcement, which authorities were slow in responding to report resulting in prolonged exposure of toxic fumes by residents.
Sungai Kim Kim is full of chemicals such as benzene, acrolein, and acrylonitrile. This affected more than 6,000 people and the majority of it are kids. Also, to prevent the worst, 92 kindergarten and 111 schools around Pasir Gudang were closed. CRBN survey team and hazmat team along with ATM are mobilized to detect, identify, and diffuse the chemical waste. A total of 900 tons soil and 1,500 tons of polluted water were then cleaned. The first aid was adequate, but the response was a bit slow as government moved only after more victims were involved. More follow-up procedures were then carried out in order to ensure the safety.
Last but not least, this event could be avoided by strengthening environmental regulation, enhancing waste management, which investing in proper infrastructure for handling, treating and disposing of hazardous waste, and also prioritizing environmental protection to ensure that industrial activities are conducted in a sustainable manner.
For my part, I would explain about potential consequences on toxic pollution in Kim Kim River. The first one, the biomarine ecosystem could be mutated and endangered their life. Second, more of the residents could also affected by the toxic substance. Third, the closure of school, some of the residents nearby failed temporarily, and CRBM survey team along with the ATM mobilization to detect, identify and diffuse the chemical waste prevented the worst from happening.
There's 2 actions and responsibility that can be taken. For the first one, investigate the causes of the spill. We can conduct an environmental impact assessment to determine the long-term effect of the spill. Next, assess the situation. We can identify the source of the spill and type of toxic substance involved. Also, determine the extent of the spill and the potential it will affect the drinking water supply. Next, there's 2 methods to improve workplace safety and health. For the first one, we can conduct regular safety assessment by regularly evaluate the workplace for potential hazard and risks that associate with specific equipment. For the second one, we can establish a comprehensive safety training program where we can provide all employees with training on workplace safety procedure, hazard recognition, and emergency response protocols. Okay, for suggestion VR, we can create immersive simulation of real-world scenario. This can help workers to identify and assess potential hazard by develop effective response plan, and practice their skill in the safe and controlled environment. This also can help them to practice their response to the spill, including identify the source of the spill.
The Workplace Acts and regulations that are related to the incident are Environmental Quality Act 1974, which is short for EQA, and Environmental Quality Regulations Clean Air 2014. The first obligation for employers will be communication. Employers should communicate transparently with employees about the potential risks of the toxic pollution and the measures in place to mitigate these risks. Besides that, is complying with regulations. Employers must comply with local, regional, and national environmental regulations related to water quality. This includes proper disposal of waste and adherence to pollution control measures. On the other note, an obligation for employees would be use of protective equipment. Employees must use and maintain any personal protective equipment, which is PPE, required to prevent exposure to contaminated water. Last but not least is reporting hazards. Employees should promptly report any concerns or hazards related to water pollution to their supervisors or appropriate personnel.